Ugh. Okay. 11 days, maybe 12, without a beer or a drink. Um, to say that I feel so weird. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the weirdness will pass. I know this is not like what you signed on for. I don't even know why you subscribed. Um, but because of all this too, like I feel like somebody turned down the volume and the intensity. I know me going on my rant and raves about this artist, that artist, and this thing and that thing. I feel like it all got like I feel like it was like embers, burning somewhere, and someone just put a big wet towel on everything, like a wet towel around my head, and I'm trying to see through it. If anybody has any advice, I'd appreciate it. Also, my ears have been popping like crazy because it's high floor, and I like it. Like when I clear it, I kind of get a little dizzy, and I don't want to keep popping my ears like a lunatic. It's also been hot and humid. I mean, this is not a good time, not the best time. When is it a good time for me? Let's count the times things have been good. I don't know. Yeah. And I'm trying to get back into it, trying to get back into a rhythm. I was at home for 4 days straight, just in underwear, watching old movies, a lot of Billy Wilder stuff. If you don't know him, you should watch his movies. I watched the Lost Weekend. Oh boy, that's a movie to watch. If you don't want to drink anymore, watch that movie. Came out in 1945. Yeah, pretty scary stuff. For that time, absolutely. And then I watched a lot of Kirk Douglas stuff, and The Apartment. That's a good movie. That's also about love and not addiction, but yeah, it's heavy. A lot of heavy-handed stuff. This Billy Wilder guy. You should check him out. So, anyway, I'm no hero. I'm so cliche that it's not even funny. But these are like new experiences for me. I'm just trying to get my mind back and trying to have a little bit of clarity. And clarity is, you can have clarity, and then it's like it's like 8K clarity, and then you're just like, oh, please, it's like I want to put sunglasses somewhere inside of my soul. I just want to darken everything because everything just seemed, softer before, and everything now feels like it's like on an edge, and I feel that edge, and I just want to just like wrap it up. I just want to just, you know. On one hand, you're telling me, I'm saying that like the coal fires are out, and the other side, so it's like, I don't know, what analogy to go with. It's like on one side, it's like the fire is out, but the knives are out. Like I don't know which one is which. Everything feels sharper, but things are just less smoky. It's just, I'm not good at this stuff. I'm trying to explain things. I'm trying to explain things to myself as I extol on this vlog, and I'm doing my best with the limited language skills or limited, I don't know what, limited experience, but having everything just being very, very on and very, very off. My sleeping pattern has been great. I've been sleeping like angel tits. That's what I would tell people. I sleep like angel tits. Sorry for the vulgarity. Which is just like, really soft into that pillow, and I try to go right out. Not too many, and I try to sleep the night through. I got the AC on, humming, and I'm just laying in the bed, and that's it, lights out. Going to bed at 10, waking up at 6, pretty much, on cue. Get out of bed, not too groggy, not too foggy, just, awake, Get myself a cup of coffee, just one. Like I'm cutting back on caffeine also, like crazy because with having like a couple of glasses of wine, a couple of glasses of beer, what are you doing? Then you have to counterbalance it with caffeine. So what I was doing is just like waking up and then having like 3 cups of coffee, and I'm like, oh, I'm bouncing off the walls, and I'm wondering why, and I'm like, well, because I just had 3 cups of coffee. You can't have 3 cups of coffee now. You can have one, not three, because you don't need to, work against something else. You're not trying to like even yourself out. I'm not evening myself out. I'm trying to wake up even. I'm trying to go to bed even. And this evenness is kind of like, it's bugging me out. It's bugging me out hard. And I'm really trying. Like, I feel like I feel like I look better. I look a little bit, I don't know if I look sane, but definitely a little bit more. I'm not like, I don't know, just staring at myself in the mirror like some sort of goon. Like, I don't know. It's an experience. I don't recommend it, only because don't get yourself in it, and then you try to get yourself out of it, because that experience is not recommended. Just say no, kids. That's what I say. But no, it's like, had to, and luckily I've had the time to myself to kind of excise this. There hasn't been a lot going on. It's a slow, summertime malaise kind of thing, which, in part I'm grateful for, because then it doesn't seem like, I can turn off the intensity, I can lower the volume, I can shut the door and not be bothered too much. I have no one screaming at me, no one yelling at me. I mean, I got bills to pay and stuff like that. I've been just very neglectful, but at the same time, I'm just trying to let's just shut the door and be like, listen, just leave me alone. You'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about your bank account. You'll get your money, buddy. Seriously. And then, trying to just turn off the noise. Turn off the noise of toxicity. Turn off the noise of the city. This is my first time back in like days. And, the train ride was okay because, I like specifically waited after rush hour. It's also a Friday, so some people are already out of town. But, making this concerted effort to kind of just, be, and also, and just cutting out all the drama and all this stuff. There are people that I want to talk to. There are people that I want to, just discuss things with, and I can't, because they're in their own toxic stew. And while they can vent and, and I allow it, I still have to, understand it's like, I've had offers like, oh, come upstate, come here, come over there, and just like chill out. I can't chill out because I'm chilling with your problems. It's just like, I'm trying to not have my own, I'm trying to deal with my thing, but then you got your thing. I'd like to go to a place where there's people without these things. I'd like there to be some sort of, not necessarily a celebration, but at least some sort of like neutral ground. So it's not all just jammed up with everything. Like I can't just like, the politics and the art and all this other stuff is not recreational anymore. These are not recreational conversations. It's like, oh yeah, let's talk about the economy for a little while. It's like you can't talk without everyone being so impassioned to the point that it's almost obscene, that nobody wants to turn the volume down. And it drives me mad because I want to have a conversation about, how I feel and what I'm trying to get through and go through. And so like, and then if people don't want to talk about it, or it's just too, not cringe, but just too like, too personal, I get bombarded with every other piece of information that, that they just start roaring about. And it's just like, oh my God, it's like nothing is casual in terms of conversation. Everything's like, rah, So yeah, so this is me trying to deal with, I'm just trying to soften everything too. And I'm just so like, not desperate to soften everything, but I would just like to, to kind of just ease into things and just have it feel easy. Not, and I spend time home. I felt at ease at home, but then I feel like a second I got on the train a second I just got into the, real world with real people and back into this, metropolis, it all kind of just was like, ah, 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 you know. Anyway, sorry to get so personal. Just it's just a personal time. But I'd like to clear the path in my own head so I can, create more. That's really just the goal, Yeah. Well, at least I'm here around my stuff. Let's go from my stuff to even the other stuff. Yeah. All right. Yeah.